Oh, I just love that. The texture is like silk. The flavour is, that garlic, it was cooked just right because I've done it before and I've overcooked the garlic and it's a bit bitter. You don't, garlic has a fine line when you're cooking it, but that is beautiful. Thank you for popping in and having a look around my kitchen and watching me cook on my 1920s Metters stove. So I'm making my char-grilled marinated capsicums. This is a recipe that I've made quite a few times, but I've never done it on the Metters. I have done it on my potbelly stove and it turned out amazing. So what I use them for is I use them for like an antipasto on bread, in pasta sauces. I use it on my pizzas. It's just a really, really nice flavour. On their own, just eaten from the jar, they're absolutely delicious. So I'm going to take you through the process of making these on the Metters today, and I'll read out the ingredients because you're going to want to know those too. So capsicums, obviously, I did have 6, but one was rotten, so I threw that in the bin. For the marinade, you need 1 tablespoon of garlic and the oil, which I make that myself as well. 1 tablespoon of butter, salt to taste, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and 1 cup of olive oil. Firstly, I will get the capsicums on the stove ready to start char grilling. I'm going to need this bowl because once they're hot, they'll need to go into a bowl with a cover so that they can sweat the skin off. I'm going to use a wire rack on the top of the Metters so it's not actually touching the Metters, and I anticipate they'll probably take about 30 minutes because I'll need to be constantly turning them as well. So I'm going to use this wire rack and I should be able to fit all 5 capsicums on it. Yep, easy. That's easy. And the reason I'm using the wire rack is that I just don't want it to be sitting on the actual Metters. If it doesn't work, I'll just have to try something else and maybe just sit it on the Metters. I even considered maybe taking one of the, why don't I try that? I'm going to try that. I'm going to take one of the hot plate off and just try to char grill it with a pair of tongs. Hopefully it won't be too hot. So you can see the flames in there. It's pretty hot. Okay, so on goes the first one. I think I might as well just put all of them on and alternate them around because I'll probably get enough heat off the top plate. 387. Oh, I can hear it sizzling already. 364 degrees. Which one's sizzling? Oh yeah, it's that one. Okay, I can smell it. It's starting to, oh yeah, look, nice bit of char there. So I'll turn that one to that bit, but these, nothing. They're not even warm. So this is definitely the go, doing it this way. I'll just check the coals as well while I'm here. Make sure I've got enough fire happening in there. So I'm going to put another few smaller logs on because we want to make sure that the fire doesn't go out. That might just take a little minute to get back up to speed. The charring stopped because I had to put more wood on it, and it just goes to show how much you have to keep an eye on the fire. If you don't keep the fire in there, you lose your heat really quickly. Yeah, so that's gone down substantially. It's gone down to 316, where before I think it was at 360. It's been less than a few minutes and you can already see that that fire started to flare up again. And I've opened the back flue, which allows the air to flow through. I'm not sure what effect not having the hot plate on will have on how the fire performs. But as soon as those flames start to get a little bit more evened out on that wood that I've just put in, I'll close this flue and it should just spread across again. Oh, it's hot on my leg. Okay, so I've decided that I'm going to just be patient and put the hot plate back in and just let them cook and char grill in their own time. It's too much for me to keep an eye on them, and they're all going to cook at different times, and then I'll have different processes going on. So while the capsicums are char grilling, I'm going to get the marinade ready, and I've got a frying pan because I need to fry the garlic and butter and the vinegar all together so that you get that nice caramelised flavour. So I've got my, I know it's in a roll mops container, but this is my garlic and oil. I keep this in my fridge all the time. I just go buy tons of organic garlic from the farmer's market. Then my husband Lindsay chops it all up and we just put it in the olive oil. So it's always ready to go. It's such a great tip. So we need 1 tablespoon of that. We need a tablespoon of butter, which I'm just going to eyeball. There. Salt to taste. So I'm just getting this all ready so it's quick for me to just get it all on there when we're ready to go. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. This is going to have a really yummy flavour. Oh, it smells delicious already. Must be the apple cider vinegar. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Oh, how are the chars going? And then I'm just going to put this on the edge of the stove so that it can start to get itself going. I can just see, I'll just put that there and that can start heating itself up, and I'll just keep an eye on it. Turn these. They're starting to get there. They're probably going to take a little bit longer than 20 minutes that I thought at the beginning. This one here is doing really well, but that had a bit of a head start from the really hot flames. Oh, okay, so we'll just leave that go, and that's already started to melt, so that won't take long. And as soon as we're ready, we can just jar it all up with the olive oil, and it'll be ready for maybe pizza for dinner. Not sure. The olive oil and vinegar mixture is starting to melt. Kind of want that to fry a little bit so that it's got that nice charry garlic flavour. So I'll check the fire to make sure it's all going well. Need my gloves. Okay. Oh, it's a good fire. It's going really good. You can maybe spread it out a little bit across the burners, and that'll just give a bit more heat under this frying pan. And I'll just see if I've got some small bits. There's one. So I just want a small one just to put in there because I don't want to dampen what fire there is, but I don't want it to go out. See, that's not going to make any difference to these burning pieces of wood. And I'll put in another, oh, that's a weird shaped one. I'll put that one in as well. Where will I put it? I'll put it there over the top of those coals. You can see that just moving that bit of fire has got this bubbling a little bit more. It's got a bit of a fry happening, which is just what we want. We don't want it to burn, we don't want the garlic to go bitter, but we just want that to get that little bit of flavour. Smells delicious. So yeah, that was just moving that burning coal over underneath this hot plate here. So I've just moved these around a little bit because I need to get that charring happening on these, because I just about need every layer to be blistery for me to get the skins off. And that's bubbling away nicely. It's got a nice garlic smell. Give that a bit of a stir. I actually can move it further onto the plate now. Okay, so this is cooking. This has got a nice bit of, like a garlic butter caramelisation to the garlic, and we pretty much don't want any more than that, because if that stays on the flame any longer, that's going to have a really bitter flavour to the garlic. So I'm going to take that off, and then I'll come back to the char grills and turn them and get them. They're nearly almost ready. So you can see they're starting to really wilt, which is what we want. That means that we've got some cooking inside, and the skins will come off really easy once that's been cooked. Probably another couple of minutes. That one there might be okay and good to go. Sit it up a bit. Oh, that's hot. Ha ha. So these are coming along. Oh yeah, they're coming along really good. The smell is really yummy, and they're starting to cook inside. Which is what we want. That fire is hot now. Doesn't want to play the game, that one. Okay, so you can see these have really cooked down. They've got a beautiful smell. Oh, they're starting to really make a scene now. I reckon they're pretty much done. So we're ready to put these into the bowl. We did make a bit of a mess of the stove, which is what I was trying to avoid, but it'll burn off. And I've got the exhaust fan there that I can use to take away that smell. But look at this. How good do they look? They look amazing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of those little food covers, and I'm going to put that on and let them sweat in their heat. And you can see already that's going to cause some steam, and they'll continue to cook. So I'm just going to set them aside over on the bench. Okay, so I'm just going to brush all that mess off. What I'll do is lift up this burner and sweep all of that into there. Okay, now I am so hot. I'm super hot. Put that away. Put that down there. Okay, now on to the next thing. These are the capsicums. They have been in this container sweating themselves off for about an hour and a half. It's all wet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in this container here and use this for the rubbish. Oh, wish you could smell this. They smell delicious. Okay, Okay, so what the idea now is just to peel off all of the skin off. You can see that just comes off quite easily, and they've got that really nice smoky charred flavour to them. And then once you take the core out, quite a bit of liquid will, and all the seeds, you can see all the seeds. We don't want any of the seeds. So we just grab all of the seeds out. Oh, just save that. I'll eat that later. Yep, so just get all of these, peel all the skin off, and then we're going to chop it up, and then it'll be ready to put into the marinated sauce that we've made. So I've de-seeded and got all the skin off, and now I'm just going to be cutting them into nice thin strips. So like about that size. I'll keep them that long, and they'll be ready for the jar because they've cooled right down, and just to remove any more of the seeds. I've cut all the capsicum up into strips, and what I'm going to do is put them back in this bowl, and I've got the marinade here ready to pour over the top and really emulsify that into the capsicums. Okay, so this is the container that I'm going to use. So I'll put these back in here, and I don't want any, I've got a couple of seeds there. I'm just going to flick them on the bench because I don't want any seeds in there. Oh, that just looks so silky and delicious. So now I'll just put that out of the way. I might put this on my lap so I don't spill any. It's not a massive amount of garlic because you don't want it to overpower the flavour of the capsicum. So I'll tip that over the top. I'll get all of those yummy, yummy bits of caramelisation off the bottom of the pan. Okay, so that's come out nice and clean. There. And now I'm just going to stir that all in. And you can use this now, you don't have to wait. It's ready to eat straight away. So I will get a fork and taste it. It's like a nice dainty piece. It smells like garlic butter. It's got a really nice garlic buttery flavour, smell about it. That is delicious. After a few days of marinating in that garlic and butter, that is going to be so good. Probably could do with a little bit more seasoning, but I'm not going to put any more salt in it because if I over salt it, then if I'm cooking with salt, then it might be a little bit too overpowering. I'm going to try a little bit with some garlic on it. Just show you this bit. It's got some garlic on it. Oh, I just love that. The texture is like silk. The flavour is, that garlic, it was cooked just right because I've done it before and I've overcooked the garlic and it's a bit bitter. Garlic has a fine line when you're cooking it, but that is beautiful. Got to get this in without splashing it all over myself. Do it this way. There's still lots of yummy marinade there. This should sink down into the crevices if I do it a little bit at a time. Whenever I make this, I haven't made it for a while, but I just always pig out. Char-grilled capsicums marinated in garlic, butter and olive oil. Delicious. Thank you.